Back to the back to the bank today. Running it back to the back to the back to the bank today. Running it back to the back to the back to the back to the back. Running it back to the bank today. Baby, I feel it relaxed today. Gotta go try to relax today. Whoa, whoa. Gotta fill out all my apps today. Cry from my.
Hold on, let me text my cousin. A couple motherfuckers tapped in.
Welcome to the DMV's Vibe Podcast. I'm Miss Pink.
And I'm Fearless Swagger.
And thank y'all for joining us today. It's a special episode. I have two of my brothers in the building. As you know, we had two brothers in the building a couple weeks ago with Damo and Mike. And I did go see them last week when they was at Fire Station 1.
I saw them at Aqua.
It was definitely a party in there. I say both bands definitely did their thing. It was a little bit of a hike to get up there, you know.
And parking is terrible. If I had to circle that garage one more time, I was gonna go home.
I lucked up. I ain't gonna lie. I looked up and got a parking spot like right on the side street. But that's what I was worried about for coming late. I was like, man, we ain't gonna be able to find no spot. But I do want to welcome. I'm gonna call y'all by y'all street names today. Welcome to the show, Drop in X. Thank y'all for joining us.
I don't know these people.
So as y'all know, X has been on our show before. We did a great show with him. It was called Dear Black Men. I'm not gonna lie, your show did numbers on YouTube. It did big numbers on YouTube. I finally after this is year 4.
Listen,
Year 4. Finally got my brother here.
the man, the myth, the legend.
So I know y'all probably heard me reference him or talk about him a lot on the show. And finally on the show. I ain't gonna put you on the spotlight or why you wasn't here, but I'm happy that you're here now.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
Sorry I took so long.
Can you talk us to the mic?
Just a little bit.
Thank you for inviting me.
I'm so sorry that you why would you change your voice?
I gotta, I'm ready.
Oh, it's gonna be one of them shows.
Yes, it's gonna be a great show. It's gonna be a lot of laughs. The reason though I do have y'all here is because in society we look a lot at Black men who have done time, and when they come back and join society, sometimes they're not able to integrate back into society successfully. Some of them are institutionalized, and I have bragged about y'all on the show because y'all have done amazing things since y'all came home. So I want y'all to talk a little bit about just your journey of both of y'all did around the same time of 11 years, and that's a long time to be gone. If y'all can just share a little bit about that time away and um, maybe like the highs and lows of things that you may have had to go through.
Well, I don't know, being away, well, I went away young, what I'm saying? I was like 21 and I came when I was 32. So, that was a lot of growing time. I had to grow, you know. Like I was an adult, but I'm still a boy in the mind, you know what I'm saying? So going in there, bro knows all on man time. So you gotta get it in, you know what I'm saying? Just not just physically, just mentally, you know what I'm saying? Learning your way, learn how to maneuver and whatnot. But see me, how I look at time, like honestly, it's parts of doing time that I remember, but a lot of it I don't remember for real. Honestly, because I was somewhere else to protect myself, protect my sanity. I really don't remember everything.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much that go on in there. You kind of just you got to protect your mental. You know what I'm saying? It'll take you left if you don't. You know what I'm saying? But I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of good people in my corner. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Doing time for real. I'm gonna keep it real. Doing time is easier than being out here. Honestly, to me, you know.
Just because you already know what the next day is on.
Yeah, because you know it's structured. You know what I'm saying? You got a schedule. You know what I'm saying? Every day don't change. You know what I mean? But out here, it's a lot of
Variables.
yeah, it's a lot of variables. You don't really know what's what. You don't know what people angle. I know where somebody coming from when I'm in there. I don't know where people coming from out here. You know what I'm saying? They'll spin you out here. You know what I mean? But you know, it's been a little change. I'm happy to be home. I'm happy to be out here. May 1st be 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So
6 years.
I'm happy to be out here. But yeah, that don't define nothing. It just it made me better though. You know, it made me more humble. You know what I mean? I could say that much. You know, but that's just a part of my life. That ain't my life, but you know, that's a part of my life. You know what I mean?
For you, like,
You can bring it towards you.
Oh shit.
why you say oh shit?
No, I mean, it really ain't too much. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much stated it. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing about, the whole bearing away part, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, there's so many things people got to remember. And the hardest thing for us inside is to remember that life goes on. Life goes on. You know what I'm saying? And while you in there, it's you dealing with, those losses family wise and certain things that, especially those of us who are actually contributing to families and communities. So being away and you hearing how things are going, like, dang, if I was out there, man, it's, and like bro said, I totally agree. Like, you know what I'm saying? You drive yourself crazy trying to live in both worlds, you can't. Once you win, you win. To be sitting there and you calling and your mother didn't pick up, your girl didn't pick up, and oh man, I called you. You know what I'm saying? Like it took me being out here to fully understand, like, as he said, as much as we hate to admit it, of course, you could talk about how difficult prison is as far as, the physical and mental aspect of it. But out here, to survive out here, to thrive out here, it's totally different. Like right now, when it's like I say, mortgages and rents and layoffs, and what I'm saying, right now, as far as with tariffs and inflation and the cost of bread, cost of milk, like these are things you really get to realize, like, damn, man, it really is. Like when everybody be like, as far as people come out here and they rush back, institutionalized, a lot of dudes not institutionalized, a lot of dudes really go back ducking responsibility.
Fact.
They get out here and really realize that, wait a minute, man, I cannot live up to this person I pretended to be, or I cannot live up. I do not. It ain't about not being able to. It's not willing to make those sacrifices and have that discipline to sustain out here and to, whatever role that we assume as being a stepfather, as being a brother, as being a son, as being a father. A lot of us realize, like, man, I really had it better in there. And guys, like, that's why I say when guys go back, for me, I just really feel like it's like, it ain't the fact that they missed jail. They didn't have the fortitude to survive out here. When you realize it's different, when you got that family depending on you, like with you, I know how present you are in your daughter's life. You a full-time dad. I always congratulate you on kind of man you are as far as being a father, home. A lot of guys who sit here and they realize that, dang, I gotta eat. So it's not as if they really folding their hand and running back in there, ducking responsibility for it. Because like you said, it's definitely more difficult out here. Because why out here, like everybody say, I'm willing to die for my principles. That's easy, live for them. That's the hard part. You die once. I'm going to die for my religion, really die for it, but once you're dead, you're gone. No, but wake up every morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, get dressed, go to a job you hate. People talk to you crazy, humble yourself to keep this job for those depending on you. That's the hard part, you feel me? So I definitely agree with you in terms of that, as far as, as far as life and life on the inside versus life out here. It's definitely out here. It shows you, like, it ain't nowhere to run out here, man. Out here, you have to face that, you know what I'm saying? Chin up, chest out. So I definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Being away, it definitely, for me personally, it that's where I truly believe I became a man in prison in terms of how to conduct yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody be like, man, you so respectful. You learn that in prison. Because I realized that simply not saying thank you, forgetting to say excuse me, is enough to get you hurt. Might cost you your life. Because up there, everything it is high stakes. So you get out here like, dang, man, you really realize, like, man, these are things that, might be small, but inside of a world, because I always felt like prison is it's the microcosm of the macrocosm. The outside being, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So inside there, we got certain way that we live out here, but it's like those things are so important. And you learn those things in there.
Yeah.
That really prepared us to be out here. You know what I'm saying?
I want to tap in on that because at the end of the day, my biggest thing was like coming home, they want you to be normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Normal after that.
We can't even get into all the what I call trauma. We can't get into all that, but what you go through in there is what you see or what you experience or what you involve yourself with. You know what I'm saying? You come home, oh yeah, get a job, do this, do that. It ain't that sweet, you know what I'm saying? And then it's trauma out here. You know, we got bruh. I was home for a year, bruh was gone after a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I got to deal with that, and then other deaths and whatever happened. All that add up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where I fit in, what I'm about to do, how I'm about to maneuver through this.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's probably been the hardest part for me, just trying to be normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. You know, and then even talking to people like work,
Right.
walking down the street, whatever, talking to people. You know how it is, like you just said. We was in the Jones, somebody don't say excuse me, somebody do something that's out of line. You know how you'd have checked it in there.
Absolutely.
I can't do that here.
No,
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
If I did what I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's been my issues. You know,
That's heavy though. Not
that's
for
been
real.
my issues. You know, but I you know, I'm faking it till I make it. You know what I'm saying? That's
I'm not faking it.
you know, I ain't faking it sometimes. Straight up.
How would you say that first year of transition back into society, how was it for you?
For me, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was definitely difficult. Only because, you know, in there, you know, a lot of times, man, like when when you preparing for your transition and to be out here, you're expecting certain help, you're expecting certain things to be already put in place for you. And getting out here and seeing it, like, damn, I really gotta do this on my own. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's almost as if, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, I don't know, people got a habit of, and that's the part that always throw me off, man. People will voluntarily lie to you. Like you lied to me on something I ain't even ask you about. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even ask you about that. You just but coming home and realizing that, damn man, the gatekeeping, like when I first came home, there was so many different ideas I had and people that were already in those lanes, and I reached out to them and I seen how people were so unwilling to help. It's crazy for real. To this day, I said people, it's like I really like that. For me, it was that I felt as if a person know your story and know what you're trying to do, that you would think that a person would be supportive of that, and come to find out that they're not. Forget being supportive, they will actually work against you in terms of what you're trying to build. That's why I always tell everybody, man, stop speaking on what you plan on doing until it's done. Right now, what we say, oh yeah, we about to take this building right here on 61st Street and we're gonna turn this into a homeless shelter. Then the next night, come to find out that building got burnt down, that building got bought, purchased. You feel me? Stop speaking on things until you plan on. And that's a valuable lesson I learned. Stop telling people, because we get excited about our goals, so we want to share them. Not realizing that everybody they don't want to see you win. They're not for you, home. You find out why can I tell somebody something every time I share this idea, this vision, this goal, it doesn't come into fruition. Somebody end up because they're not for you. And the hardest part for me in that first year was realizing that, man, ain't nobody coming to save me, G. Ain't nobody gonna say, man, you was a stand-up guy, you ain't telling nobody, you did your time. Man, here you go, man, here go the keys to a car, here go a job. That it's not happening. So for me, it was me realizing that, okay, cool, I'm here now. Everything I spoke on and read on and planned for, it's time to put that into action without anybody's help. You know what I'm saying? Came home, I started by renting a room. I rented rooms. So everybody see the house now and the cars and the trucks now. Oh man, no, I paid $650 a month in a room, almost living as if I was in a halfway house with 3 other guys who also rented rooms. So to answer your question, the transition part of that first year, it was difficult because you was doing it with no help. But that's when it comes to realize, you know what I'm saying, really how strong is your drive, bro? How strong, how determined you are, because so many people understand as soon as they didn't get any help, they threw their hands up. As soon as the jobs didn't call back or people promised them something who didn't deliver, they throw their hands up. That first year was really, it's just like your first year inside there, is you realize, okay, cool, I got this time, I got this sentence, with letters, with mail, with visits or not, I gotta do it, huh? And that's how it was for me on the first year.
For you coming home being a girl dad, how was that adjustment with you coming
That was
home?
that was I guess I'm not gonna say difficult. It just had to just find my way, because I went away. My daughter was 2 months old. I came home, she was 11. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she grew up, coming to see me and whatnot.
Absolutely.
So she
Yeah.
knows, she knows what's
Knew
up
who
with
you
me.
was, exactly.
Yeah, but I'm home now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I got authority over you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's been an issue. And then I'm not gonna speak bad on her mother, none of that. She did what she had to do and all that. But it's like, if you ain't been around and now you here now,
Come on.
yeah, we don't really care what you're talking about.
Right,
real.
right.
So I had to check that. You know what I'm
Absolutely. Off
saying?
the break.
You know, so we're good on that now. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But that was the
Establish
issue.
them boundaries.
Yeah, most definitely. But see, me in my life and my experience, I just gotta keep it 100 with her. I don't know, honestly. I don't really know. I don't know if it's a book on it. I don't know how to be a father. You know what I'm saying?
There's
I
no
just
book.
know
There's no book on how to
I'm
be a
I'm
parent.
I'm responsible for you, and I need to make sure you legit, and I
Mhm.
need to make sure everything goes your way, how it's supposed to go.
Mhm.
And that's all I do. You know, my way.
Yeah.
It might not be the next man's way, but that's how it is.
Well, that time we went up there, Holmes.
Yeah, cause my daughter, she's her father's son, and
Hey.
she got little things with her, but she grown, she mature now, she doing better. But yeah, she had a few situations, and I'm like, you know where I come from, you know what I've been
Mhm.
through. Like you put me in situations where
I'm happy she got this version
I'm
of
gonna
you.
be.
Whew.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. She put me in a few situations. I'm like, if you love me, you think about me. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Mhm.
I'm gonna live and die for you, but you put me in situations where
Mm-hmm.
shit could go left. You know what I'm saying? So just
Daughters do that from
tighten up.
time
You
to
know what I'm saying?
time.
But I'm proud of her. And Sanaa was over there all weekend, and it was cool. And her best friend, my little adopted daughter.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
all love. But the daddy thing, that's an ongoing thing. That's a
Yeah.
lifelong till I die. That's my job. But transitioning, out here, basically, I'm thinking like when it comes to jobs, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because nobody want to really help you. You know what I'm saying? This might be a little left, but nobody want to really help you because you got that. Even crimes, I was,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
fought and
Right.
beat.
Right.
That's still on my record.
It is though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've been convicted of certain things. I got to fight those things. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 38 now. I got in trouble in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
That's 18 years.
Yes, sir.
I'm still worried about stuff that I did 18 years ago.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's not the same person.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's probably like when it comes to transition, that's why I was just kept thinking. I'm like, I can't transition if you keep holding me back to what I did when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably been my little issues or whatever.
Mm.
But we're gonna make it. We're
Listen,
gonna make it work. One way or
absolutely.
the other.
So I'm happy that there was a law in effect where they could deny you to rent in certain places
Mhm.
because of your background.
Mhm.
So when I was dating my ex who had a pass, we couldn't move to Forest Creek
Mm.
because of what he had on his record.
They
And
should have gave y'all a spot out there. What you talking about? You can't move out for a screen. Everybody and mama. Anybody out the
what I
way. You
thought.
should,
Forest Creek having a criminal
yeah.
record, you should qualify.
Yeah, what you mean? That
That's
should
what
be
it
on the
seemed like,
application.
but they didn't care.
Mhm.
They didn't care, and it was something that he did as a juvenile, and they still was like,
Mm.
Mhm.
If I may, real quick, for those of y'all that's in Maryland also, listen, Westmore just did something major. You feel me? I'm telling you now, man, some real stuff, man. Like I got a good man. Good man. Shouts out to my man Tone. You know what I'm saying? Tavon. He real heavy in the security right now. He was only able to get that job because he did what he supposed to do and get that stuff expunged. Stop walking around with charges that you don't need on your record, bro. Westmore open the door as far as with the expungement. Take a few seconds. Like they say, I seen this quote and it's crazy. It say, man, you know what I'm saying? What it say? You know what I'm saying? Shoot, in a sea of information, we're drowning in ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right now, Chat GPT, Google, right now, it's too much information at your fingertips, man. Find out how to get those, because a lot of the charges that we have on our records, man, we can literally get them expunged, man, for next to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So with the Westmore, what he just passed, like look into that. A lot of times that we just been turned away for jobs is only because of charges like you just said that we beat, but we haven't took the necessary steps to get them expunged.
And I can't even right now, because you good. You pretty much done.
No, I got a murder.
No, I'm talking about paperwork wise.
What you mean? Oh, being on papers?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
still on
yeah.
papers.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm
Yeah,
still on papers.
Yeah.
I got another 3 years on papers.
Yeah.
And they worried about that. I'm like, That ain't got nothing to do with
Yeah,
me
absolutely.
today.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when they meet me, I didn't have jobs,
Yeah.
and they was rocking with me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But they couldn't take me literally.
Because of that.
Law
Yep,
wise, they
yep,
couldn't take me.
yep,
You know what I'm
yep,
saying? So,
yep.
you know, but so if you got the opportunity, yeah, go ahead, get that shit out the way.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? There's money to be made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So for you, we talked about it briefly on the
Mhm.
previous show that you got married,
Mhm.
and how has life been transitioning into being married
Mhm.
after doing time? I'm not sure if she had any past of dating someone.
Yeah, nah, at all. You know what I'm saying? My wife, definitely grew up like, and that's another thing about, you know, our lifestyles and our worlds, you know what I'm saying? Born and raised. Not saying Virginia don't turn up as, but that part of Virginia, it was more or less like she grew up, you know what I'm saying? Very structured family, mother, father in the household, work hard, nice house, you know what I'm saying? So the hardest thing has been with her, you know, really understanding, because in her mind, you know what I'm saying, she had to come to see that. You know, most people feel like once you pay your debt to society, the doors are open and you good. She had no idea. Like, even when we explained to her about parole fees, like, wait a minute, you didn't ask to be on parole. They gave you parole. Why are you paying to be on parole?
Yeah.
That's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And it really has been like, I feel like it's been an eye opener for her. How much that past prevents you from, like, you know, we were going to buy that house or whatever like that. So the whole time, you know, one thing about buying a house, when I say with a comb, they go through everything in your life. You know what I'm saying? So they would ask me like, well, wait a minute, man, you know, we got this, where your tax information from 2019? I'm like, I was in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, well, we got to see exactly as far as what can we do with that, because you got to have, it's like every time you turn around to do whatever you're doing, you would think that after you did your time, it's behind you, but it's not. It's like almost every facet, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then with that, you know, even with being a stepfather and how, you know what I'm saying, one time during the custody thing, it was brought up about, well, you know, he was in prison before. And it's like, but bro, I CDL, I'm a truck driver. I have my own thriving business. Like, I'm really, you
It
know what I'm
should
saying?
be irrelevant.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Never Going Back is a nonprofit that we help other guys get jobs who got a record. But they dismissed all of that. They wanted me to speak about a murder that happened almost 20 years ago. So the whole thing about that is it has definitely been, you know, a lesson, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I will give her credit for in regards to all of this is that, you know what I'm saying, she's definitely been a trooper in terms of, like, it's so many people, everybody know about doing time, but people don't understand what happens coming home after doing time, how many hurdles you still got to face. Probation officers coming to the job. We haven't explained to my boss why they got to come here. Realizing that they make the time so inconvenient that I got to almost take off today just to make certain appointments. It's still so much stuff. Once you gain that freedom, you have to do to keep that freedom. You know what I'm saying? And with that, it's like with her understanding, like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really this we here, but it's an invisible leash.
Mhm.
And they remind you daily at any given time. Don't give me, hey, freedom is a privilege. It's not a right for you. At any given time, we can yank this chain back on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's really been, even with coming home and wanting to go places and even having a honeymoon in Maryland. Like, yeah, we married, but you can't leave Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely been difficult. But for her, like I say, I always give her credit for being like, you know what? I know nothing about this, but I'm thugging it out with you. It doesn't make sense, and it's not right. Cause it's hard. Cause like I'm telling her, cause like she be like, man, it'd be crazy how people view you, but they don't know you. But that's what I'm telling you. All they got is black and white. This is drop, convicted of attempt murder. This is drop, convicted of murder. That's all they get. That's the messed up part about it. Especially right now when we have a president that's sitting right now with 34. What they got? 30. How many felonies he got?
The biggest criminal.
Man, slow.
So you telling me, like, recently, the company I work for was bought out by another company. I went to work. I came back. They handed me a letter. Every felon there, they laid us off out of nowhere. So I'm telling you right now, we have a sitting president with 34 felonies. You telling me that I can't pick up trash because I was convicted of a crime for almost 20 years
President,
ago.
I can't work for Amazon.
I'm saying, yeah,
I can't even work for Amazon.
that's what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I can't even go on the warehouse.
But that's a damn
You know
good
what I'm
question that
saying?
you asked, and I appreciate that, because people don't understand. Like, also in prison, it's like when we do time, our loved ones are doing time also.
What's that?
Coming home, transitioning. Our people transitioning also. Walking this thin line to make sure we stay out. They walking it with us. You know what I'm saying? And it's not for the weak. It's a lot. Missing this phone call, missing this appointment, anything, failing to pay this parole. You know what I'm saying? It's the smallest thing be enough. Because it's almost as if it's not almost as if what they want is for us to go back. So finding that type of partner that actually understands, sympathizes, and also work with you, man, that shit, it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? So for all those women, you know what I'm saying, that are in the same position my wife is in, who has a man that's transition coming home, or those who are still on their way out, you know what I'm saying? It's designed that way. But I'm asking you, you know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely, you know what I'm saying, it's a struggle. But like, you know what I'm saying, anything worth having is worth struggling for. You know what I'm saying? And she has definitely been a trooper in it. So, but my man right there. Go ahead,
Man,
I
I was gonna say, for
there.
any woman dealing with somebody that just came home or
Mhm.
been home, you know what I'm saying, just support them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, because they definitely trying. You don't really know what they've been through. They
Yeah.
definitely trying. And they back against the wall. You know what
Feel
I'm
like
saying,
that.
and they really they more of a man than a lot of men out here. You know what I'm saying, because they know. They know what's going on. They really got their back against the wall. They can't.
Absolutely.
You know, so just support them, even if you don't understand it, like you said. Just support them.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a good question. Absolutely.
We did a show on talking about brotherhood, and not to compare it to sisterhood, but we've expressed before that previously, prior to us being in this new chapter of our life, forming a sisterhood it seemed complicated because sometimes women energy can be a lot.
Right.
Right.
And
Most definitely.
But it's something
you didn't
you amen way too hard.
I'm sorry. My bad.
that adjustment was a lot.
Yeah, okay.
My
Pipe
bad.
down.
No disrespect. We love y'all. I love the
Dang, it's-
You ain't missing me. I hear you, bro.
I felt something when she said it. My bad.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. That did you know? I never knew. I never knew that. Like I'm from the era that sisters. That I like the term "girls, girl." So I always support. I always thought that.
Yes, I'm
they
definitely
not.
a girl's girl.
They not. Huh?
Treacherous.
That's because they didn't have good relationships with their mothers.
Okay.
That be part of it.
Because I'm trying to understand, like, why, you feel me? Like, I don't. Yeah. Okay.
That a lot. We talk about that all the time. How that relationship with your parents literally it spills into as you grow older, your friendships and relationships, not only with the opposite sex but also with the same sex.
Lie, bro. 1,000% I agree.
So I tell people I'm a girl's girl because my mama was my biggest fan. That was my biggest cheerleader. So I always want to see other women win all the time because I had that in my mama. So
I'm not giving you credit for that, sis. Also, I'm so sorry to cut you off.
you fine.
Because with my wife, or anytime one of the bros get a wife or a girlfriend, you are one of the biggest ones that you always want to meet them. You really are a girl's girl. I give you credit. You feel me? Anyway, but you are, and I like that because and whether you notice or not, then I used to always ask about her. I used to always, doing the podcast when it wasn't. I'm like, damn, man, I feel this way because, like, I know at that time I believe you were teaching at the time.
I still teach.
Okay, yeah. And I used to always like. I ain't gonna lie, teach like that was the job I wanted to be a teacher growing up. Like I just felt like they molding the minds like they were so dope to me. I used to always ask, "What's up with y'all, man?" Because y'all dynamic is dope. You feel me? I know you a girl's girl on the like as far as from with her, and she always like shouting out other black women owners and their businesses. I'm like, damn, like. But I used to always ask, and I think it's really dope. But I want to give you credit for that. You really have.
This
always
my girl right here. This is my partner in crime.
I be trying.
Like we done told y'all the story. It's literally I posted it on social media that I was looking for a co-host because I did one show by myself. One. And after that, I was like, nah, I gotta have somebody. She came one day. I said, "You like the field?" She was like, "Yeah." And we just been locked in ever since.
How long y'all been doing this now?
4 years.
That went by fast.
It did.
Yeah, that's through the different scheduling and all that type there. They've been talking.
Yeah, through a lot of ups and downs and losses, and it's been a lot. But I think this is like our happy place. Is being able to do the podcast. She was pushing me more when I was just
because I be want to talk to the people.
I went through a season where I was just like, I don't really want to, but the more that she talked about it, I kind of got back into like, okay, yeah, because this is my happy place. It's just sometimes, life be lifing.
Yeah,
it definitely.
And trying to be okay behind the camera and not okay in real life can be hard.
I know exactly.
And so
I know you had, like you said, you had personal. We all had personal stuff going on. But you still trying to, no bull. Yeah.
So to go back to the question for having a brotherhood after coming home in that transition, is it easier to build a brotherhood? Do you feel like now, or do you kind of like lean more towards like a brotherhood with people who have similar paths?
Her questions, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
y'all. Yeah, I know it's both of y'all.
Yeah,
Y'all
'cause,
questions, bro. She be hitting.
She didn't give us no type of nothing. We just walked in here. At the end of the day,
y'all know I do not write
I know.
questions.
That is funny.
But nah, at the end of the day, you ain't gotta have the past I have. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta be like-minded individuals.
Like that.
You know, because you can't. Everybody not gonna have the same past or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like if we could relate, we could come to a common ground. We good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but don't I don't know. This might not answer your question. You know, I might go off script, but I think niggas stay in their lane. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't be staying in their lane. If I move a certain type of way, don't try to move because you like how I move.
Got real loud.
Or you
Just
see
okay.
no,
say
I'm
that.
because I just
say that with your
when
chest.
she said that, like it was
It's
like
okay.
certain
We
people,
feel the passion.
they see how what you've been through, even family, friends, whatever. They see what you've been through, and they'll try to move how you move.
Yeah.
That's not for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know this. This is where I live. This is my comfort.
Right.
Honestly, unfortunately, but this is where I'm comfortable at.
Yeah.
You don't move how that. You don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of throw me off or whatever. But back to your question though, like I kind of did what people. No, I was just thinking about that.
Bro,
you know
calm, straight. Like, I'm serious though, bro.
Yeah,
Like
I just because you just made me think about something because I didn't.
He was passionate about what he was speaking about.
Yeah, I done been in a situation where people says or did certain things. I'll be like, that's not your character. That's not what you really about.
Right.
But since I'm beside you, that's how you move. You know?
Right.
Not pumping myself up at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But just they got something in their mind about me.
For real, though.
That's not really for them. You know what I'm saying? But I do like bro, you know, I like people that can understand, you know, see, I ain't gotta explain it to
that's why I ain't gonna lie. It's difficult. It's difficult. You know what I'm saying? You know, I remember when I first came home, a friend, you know, never did time, but I knew him for years. And he was like, man, I got some tickets to go see back or whatever like that. I'm like, that's pretty cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been to see back in years. I got 3 tickets. I said, cool. Me, you, my niece. We can go in and all right, go ahead and get dressed. 10 o'clock. We're gonna head down that way. Cool. Hit my niece, Loranda. Hey, about to go out tonight. You know my
shout
niece.
Out to Loranda.
Don't shout my niece out. Don't shout
my homie.
Hey, I'm about to ask you about the whole. I'm about to ask you because one night you went over there and then you turned your phone off. I don't know what it's about.
I don't know what he's talking about.
We're gonna talk about that later. Okay.
Right,
so anyway, we go over there.
Had a spotlight right.
You know.
I'm seeing like what?
Lorraine, right this way. Hey, what's up, Drop? You already know. You know, Lorraine. Listen. So but the thing that messed me up about it was that when I called him, I'm like, damn, bro, what's up with the tickets? We ready to go? He's like, oh man, I let him go, but they gonna offer me $100 a piece for him, so I sold him. So I'm like, damn, bro, I thought you told me, man, it was cool. And what he said was, bro, that's that penitentiary shit. I'm like, what you mean? Like, bro, what you mean? A man of my word. Nigga, like, it's $100 a piece. I made $300. What you mean? Keeping my word? That's penitentiary shit. And that let me know then, like, the mindset of the guys out here and our mindset, it's not congruent. It's gonna be a problem.
Every time.
So like what Sis said, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I personally lean toward those that have their time because it's a certain morals and principles that we kind of, not saying all of us, but it's kind of like when he said that, it kind of like it fucked me up, like, because in my mind, I'm an extremist. So if you was willing to sell those tickets for $100,
ain't no telling what you do.
I done lined a few niggas up, but it's gonna cost you to get my address. But it's gonna cost you to tell niggas what I'm driving. You feel me? Like you really for sale type shit. And I also realized a lot of guys out here, they don't have the principles and morals we have. You know, off the break at my wedding, who was my best man? Nail. My walking buddy in prison. I gravitate, like I've never did a date with you, but we are the same people. And instantly when we first locked in, it was fuck everybody else. This man dropped. You feel me? And I feel like it was that because it's almost like those who have served time in the military. It's almost that like we done been in the trenches together. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's very difficult cultivating a friendship out here or a brotherhood with guys out here because they don't see the severity of your word. They don't know the importance of. I see how they play around with the word bitch. Oh, go ahead, bitch. This and that. I'm like, bro, you the died where we from with that. That's why we never had, me and you, we never had, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost as if it's like, for those of us that been through that life, we have this. I don't know. It's weird, man, but it's like we instantly.
Gotta understand it.
Yeah, exactly,
You know
bro.
what I'm
You know
saying?
what
We
I'm
gotta
saying?
understand it. We know we know where we at.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So in regards to the question about the brotherhood, I feel like it's easier for those who have done time, who have went through that. It's easier for us to lock in because, you know what I'm saying, our morals, principles, our character is really like similar. It's the same.
I'm sorry.
Versus though, wait, bro.
The one that did it the right way.
Mhm.
They did it the right
Oh
way.
yeah, of course, of course.
You know what
All
I'm
we speaking about is honorable men.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But no, but it's definitely important to say that. Absolutely, sir. You feel me? But then, like I say, with the example I use, he's a guy who never did time, and with him, he do nothing wrong. Talk to guys right now, guys I met out here. I noticed like how they move, like, because I'm not gonna lie, like, principles and morals is everything to me, bro. It's everything. I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of the guys, and I take pride in my circle. I don't have anybody in my circle who don't take care of their kids. I don't have anybody in my circle. And I tell niggas, if you been with this woman who are giving you children, and you lay next to this woman every night and tell her you love her, and you out here doing fuck shit, I don't stand a chance. But guys don't realize it. You can't be real in certain parts of your life. You don't get to pick where you real at.
Most definitely.
You real or you
That's
not.
real shit.
That's
real
it though,
shit.
bro.
That's real
Because if you gonna sit here and lay beside her and tell her you love her and all this type of shit, woman who done gave you
Who
4
am
or
I?
5 beautiful
Who am
kids,
I to
you
you?
feel me? Who am I for you to say, bro, I never cross you? You cross her. But we sit here and we act like we don't see that. Listen, my nigga, betrayal. One thing I love about Khalil Gibran, one of my favorite authors, he said, oppression is oppression, even with manicured nails. I love that. Because no matter how pretty we make it, betrayal is betrayal. Would you cross her because your baby mother? That's your girlfriend. It don't count. My nigga, betrayal is betrayal, my nigga. But we think, okay, cool, we want to marginalize it and try to make it okay. No. And thing is about it is that we ignore that shit. That's why I say dudes out here don't have the same morals and principles that we have. One thing about it, I take pride in my circle. And that's why it's so hard to foster those relationships with people out here because they don't know the severity of their actions, man. Because me, I'm very observant. I see everything you do. And it's like, if it's on the line what I stand for, because guess what, Drop? I'm a representation of you.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna say something. Most of my friends since I made a second, women.
Yeah. You women.
Women.
Am I surprised? Not at all. Continue.
not women like not like on that type of time, but it's like
I know.
Funny,
but they the solid. They
like,
solid.
Cause they.
Why did everybody sip? When you said it, everybody sip like
Nah,
everybody took a sip like.
Don't do that. But nah, women though, because women more realer than the niggas.
Come on.
The niggas be like you said, they be backbiting. They run off at the mouth. They be hating.
Yeah. Listen,
you know what I'm saying? Like
men gossip more than women do.
I said it.
All of the gossip that I've ever gotten on every job comes from a man. It never comes from the women.
Right. And I agree. 100%.
That's why that
100%.
we used to always say,
let me keep it 100.
You act like a female, act like a woman, like that's disrespectful to them. Like they not solid, bro. No, they not solid. Yes. Yes.
I love the sisters, so I'm talking about sisters.
Oh, we know you do. Continue. Continue.
Let it be known, melanated.
Continue.
You know what I'm saying?
Continue.
Because coming home, I met a couple. I met good men. You know what I'm saying? But overall, most of my friends are women. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing sexual. It's nothing intimate, nothing like that. It's just,
no, bro.
It's just.
At the same time, I know you done called me before. As far as those, versus the guys you speak to, they're gonna always see how your vision or plan won't work. But the women you talk to gonna tell you how it's gonna work and how we're gonna make it work. I know that.
They supportive.
Yeah, bro.
And the struggles of a black man.
But the one thing about you, I always salute, bro, is that what I'm saying, I recently learned the difference between transparency and honesty, and I love that. Dealing with honesty being, I'm gonna always answer every question honestly. Transparency is I'm gonna answer every question without you having to ask it. I'm telling you what's going on. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like with you're a very transparent dude. That's why I say with you, I salute you.
Yeah, sometimes too much.
Yeah, very, very much.
I love my brother, but sometimes some
very
conversations can go
The
unhad.
thing about him, I love though, is that he don't play games, bro. Like he is solid. Like anytime I do not know your relationship status right now, but I know that when you were dating and stuff like that, you feel me? It was always a thing which you let it be known. You know what I'm saying? You don't play no games. I'm saying I respect that about it.
That's why I said earlier, like everybody got an angle. That kind of women too. Everybody got an angle. Like
Do the voice
might
change.
feel some type of way. Nah, I was just. I just
Every time-
need some water. I thought we'd have had some water. Or something. You invited me. I thought we'd have had some
If we
water.
could take a shot every time the voice
My
change, I
bad.
swear.
Water. I thought
Yeah.
I had some water. That's
Yeah.
all it was. That's just a little.
My
lot.
bad. You still
You know
need some
what I'm saying?
water.
Huh?
I get you some
I get it
water
after we
on.
done. Whatever.
Yeah.
But like I said, you know, women be having an angle too.
Yeah.
Like niggas, you know, they got their angles, whatever it was. When
Yeah.
you in relationships or whatever you got going on, they got an angle.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like you drove, man. I say to my wife all the time, bro. I really feel bad for women because, bro, like
Niggas ain't shit. Listen, I'm sorry, and I'm a nigga, and I stand on. I'm a black man. Hey,
bro.
niggas ain't listen. I talked to somebody about this.
Said,
listen what I'm saying.
We gonna
Nah,
get
listen
right.
what I'm saying.
Right.
I
I'm
might,
glad y'all said it.
whatever
Bro.
niggas watching, whatever.
When
Just
I
listen.
sit here,
Whole time, niggas like we got a lot of options.
right.
It's women, they outnumber us. We got a lot of options.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All of them ain't shit,
Yeah.
but some of them okay. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of options. Y'all don't have no options for real.
We don't.
Niggas don't be standing on shit.
They don't.
Yeah.
And they person's bigger than mine.
That shit.
This is true. It's true.
Listen,
I wasn't driving today. I call it a nurse. It's a nigga purse. You know what I'm saying? I got a nurse. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not driving right now, so I need to carry my shit. And I hate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I asked, I'm like, what I look like? You know what I'm saying? But nah, real shit, jokes aside, y'all don't be having no motherfucking I don't got no good choices for real.
Man.
Bro, these
Niggas be lying,
they
niggas be
lie.
on shit.
Look at the line. These niggas are the new bitches. I'm telling you, like they
Nah, facts.
How many
like,
conversations have we
I'm
had?
for real. Like niggas really want you to buy them roses. These niggas is weird. Like
No,
They
like,
the new,
right.
they baddies.
because when
Niggas, no, you know what?
exactly.
They baddies.
Niggas is the new backs, bro. We all like, and
They
I
wanna
hate
be
saying it, but like we're masculine, we're men. So it's like how dudes move, and it's like really be smacking their teeth and she didn't even call me today.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah, weird
like,
shit.
It throws me off.
Yeah.
So I'm like, for the women, like, damn, bro, this what y'all got to choose from?
Yes, when
I
I
don't
went
have
to the
it.
club in Virginia, some lounge, and it was 4 of them in the section, smoking hookah, drinking out of champagne flutes.
Home.
Nigga, 4 niggas?
4 of them.
Drop.
Mm.
Stop.
I'm just like,
No funny.
I'm over here drinking hard liquor.
Mentally picture this. 4 men in their own section, hookahs.
Why you?
Come on, bro. That's crazy.
Listen.
That's sad, bro.
I think I'm trying to think of a word. Duplicitous, you know what I'm saying? Because people just like, we don't know our roles. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like our gender roles? Because you know, everything nowadays is gender fluid.
No. I'm just saying in general, like men and women, just in general. We don't know our roles.
But I think, before we go too far past that statement, because let's just make it clear, because gender roles, we're not talking about like women should be at home.
We're not talking about barefoot and pregnant.
No.
I'm not so I knew what he was saying, but just for the people, so they
yeah. I'm not. I could be misogynistic at times, not today though. But now I'm just saying.
This nigga just said, "Oh my god."
Nah, people don't know their roles. Like men got a role. We not equal. We're equal to a certain, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But we're not equal. Y'all got your role. We got our role, and we supposed to match. You know what I'm saying? And niggas be taking feminine roles, and y'all women, because niggas taking feminine roles, because I blame us anyway. Niggas taking feminine roles. Y'all take masculine roles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why these women extra aggressive. Extra this. I don't need
but we have to be. But we have.
No, you don't have to be. But it's just
we do
it's
that
just a reaction.
To protect ourselves, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's a reaction.
But you yourself, be real. Every woman that you ever came across who had to assume. I'm sorry.
I said, put me in my soft girl era.
I'm about to say that any woman that we done came in contact with, they automatically. It's like we make the word submit been a dirty word, and I don't mean it in terms of like you just said.
It's not a bad word.
Exactly. So it's like when they come across a man, you know what I'm saying? Not that toxic masculinity. I mean, real life. That's how we move ourselves, how we carry ourselves. Instantly.
It's innate in them that they want to do it.
Absolutely.
But they don't understand that. Like, give me something to submit to. I'm so tired of hearing that black women. We know, I get y'all, but they say that black women aren't submissive, and that's not true. If you cannot lead me, what am I submitting to?
Absolutely.
Like Jill Scott said, when a man can tell you what to do, he can tell you what to do.
Right.
And a lot of these
Right.
niggas
Right.
can't tell me what to do.
Yeah. So I tried a different approach lately, and then I just, just being a calmer person, and coming in soft.
Mhm.
But I done had people try to play with me. Like me and bro talk about just about every situation
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I done had, and I be talking through it with him because I be like, I know I'm not tripping.
Right.
Because one, I spend a lot of time with my brother,
Yeah.
and I just be knowing, I just be on point with a lot of stuff. So with the last two situations, I peeped it before it even like fully came to 100%
Mm-hmm.
of what was
Mm-hmm.
going on.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Well, you know what to do." But when I have to do that, then that makes me seem like an aggressive person. And that's why when we was talking about earlier, like I don't know how to be mean, but I do know how to say leave me the fuck
That
alone.
part.
But I don't know how to be mean to people. So I just be like, listen, you get one opportunity to get this nice version of me. And if the other version start coming out, it's time for me to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, they ain't worth the energy for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, my last situation had me yelling and hollering and screaming at my phone in the middle of my room. I said, "Oh no, you got to go."
Oh, don't get it twisted. Like, listen, I done been through some things and it was like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't what's supposed to be going on. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all get it twisted. Cause not to blame y'all, like I said, I'm not bashing niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man's man. I'm not bashing niggas. You know what I'm saying? But niggas will move a certain type of way, and that's what y'all used to. And then when y'all get to a man like him, or a man like me, or a man somebody else
Nah, for
that
real,
moving
bro.
different,
Come on, bro.
you know what I'm saying? Y'all try that same shit, and
Yeah.
that shit go left.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm
But I
saying?
don't
But it's
think
not your fault. Honestly, you don't know better. I'm
It's
not
the
trying
trauma.
Yeah, you don't know
no
no better. You
relationship
know what I'm saying?
PTSD is real. But I think sometimes also that when you do find that, like you don't know how to receive that, especially if you're a giver and you're finally meeting somebody who's a giver too. So it's like you don't know how to receive. And then ultimately I've met men that don't know how to receive because apparently women don't do things.
Oh, we go through our things too.
We're not
with
even,
y'all.
you know,
You know
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of times with men, you know, from our past, it's almost as if, you know, we always say that only babies and puppies are loved unconditionally. With men, most times our love is based upon what we can contribute. You know what I'm saying? And the moment that whatever we had to offer, whether it be breadwinner, whatever it might be, once that slows down or stops, that love does also. So a lot of times with men, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, we accept it and we open to it, but we also wondering, damn, if I wasn't who I am, if I wasn't able to provide this life, if I'm not able to, you know what I'm saying, do the things that I love gonna be the same. And then most times it's not though, bro. See, hold on, wait, because the thing about it, I live by, I feel like men get with women hoping they never change, but men get with women hoping they never change, but women get with men hoping to change them. Think about it. Every man I know that met that
Every
woman,
time.
we love them right now, who they are, whatever it might be. Like I say, and that woman we met in 1998, 2003, 2010, we want you to be her forever. We okay with that. You met this nigga as a trap star. Why are you bringing him college brochures? Why are you telling them they hiring at the post office?
I told somebody once.
You feel me?
You met me outside, leave me outside.
That's my thing, bro. And a lot of times,
don't try to house me.
And
I
that
ain't
be
no house nigga.
That's some asshole
no, but
shit.
respectfully, that be the disconnect. Because with us, we asked you to be the woman we fell in love with. This is why we fell in love with you. This is why we could locked in and committed with you, because we love who you are today. You know what I'm saying? A lot
Who
of
you
times
presented yourself as that day.
No.
I'm gonna say
But be
presented
honest, though,
yourself
but sis,
because
a lot of women who get with these dudes met them as, again, trap niggas, whatever we might be. It's like, well, I want him to want more, or I want more for him. But that's not how you met him.
Yeah.
It's not. Now, if I ask you about college, then bring me the brochure. Right. Tell me about CSM. Okay, I'm cool with all that. But you constantly want to change, and that be the disconnect. That be the problem for real when it comes to men and women. Because with us, we rocking with you. But with them, it's like, damn, if we don't do this or we don't move a certain way, oh yeah, girl, I'm about to leave him alone. Why? He just not, all he want to do is stand on the block all day. He met you on the block. He met you there.
I had a situation one time. It was one of them. You get that acting all crazy.
Right.
I'm like,
Voice
yeah.
change.
I'm like, I'm
Listen,
kicking it. Don't worry about
when I
it.
tell you, bro,
But listen,
you smooth, bro. Go ahead, talk
nah,
your talk. You
don't
smooth, bro.
put me out there like that.
All right, my
But
fault.
listen, now the whole time I had a situation. It was cool for a little while. A couple years ago, they was feeling some type of way. I was like,
But
what have I done different since we met?
let's be
Like
real.
nothing. So what the fuck is the problem?
What's the problem?
But that was the problem, that you haven't done anything.
No.
She wanted him.
She wanted me to be something else that I wasn't.
Exactly.
Or to change for her in her little world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't. Why? Why would I do that?
You're right. Because
We didn't have a
This
conversation.
is right. This is what it is, then that's what it is. Don't try to make it be
Yeah,
more.
don't switch
that part
up.
right.
Or
That's what
hopeful
I'm saying.
more.
Exactly.
Like people be having expectations, unspoken expectations. And yeah, y'all do got to cut that shit out. That go for women and men.
No, we speaking primarily about women. Women are the one who have that. Come on, sis.
This is what y'all do.
Let's be real.
I could talk about us all day. I would talk about y'all too, and y'all do that shit. That's what y'all known for.
I said women and men. It
But
be a lot of
you
women.
didn't have to
I
say
love
amen.
We included
You didn't have to
everyone.
say amen. That's what
We're
girls-
inclusive.
But this is for my
DEI.
from my situation.
DEI. We are inclusive.
We inclusive over here. It's go for every pow pow pow.
But you gotta, and that's my biggest thing about it. It's like that's how we, and that's our disconnect. You get online and you allow social media and how you feel like I should be. I'm not doing enough. You know what I'm saying? But this again is how you don't get me wrong. I might not express to you my plans and goals for the future. That don't mean I don't have any. I'm just not telling you them. But I guess a lot of times with women, these men aren't moving at their pace. You're not moving fast. I think you should be moving.
Yeah.
Whole time, you know what I'm saying? And that'd be a big problem with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, for those of us that's really like, and that's why men don't understand, like, damn, like, who do you want me to become? Because you met me like this, and I was okay. You made me believe like this is the person that you was okay with me being like this, you know what I'm saying? And that'd be a big, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely a huge problem, bro.
And you get to question yourself like you tripping. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know
exactly, bro.
But like you said, when it comes to that social media stuff,
it does.
All these pictures, videos, people talking, like that ain't the real world.
Hey, I just want y'all to know that it took us like maybe 5 years to even get you on social media. I think you did 6 months on it, and then you left it again.
Yeah, I'm good on it. They got a lot of funny videos. It was funny. I watched a lot of funny videos. I used to share them a lot too. You know what I'm saying? And it was funny. But it was weird though. It was weird on that. People would holler at you or try to holler at you, or just it was just weird. It was just I wasn't on it for that. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't.
You can ignore that.
You know, huh?
You can ignore that.
Yeah, but I'm like, why though? Like, I don't understand. I don't know, niggas weird. Like everybody,
You gotta
women,
remember
niggas
when
weird.
he
Everybody weird.
left, social media
Everybody
was not
weird.
like a big thing when he left. Like even when I went
Facebook was just jumping, just kicked off when I rolled out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
the whole time
I'm a
gone,
Black
he like,
Planet
"Don't put
MySpace
me-"
type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm out that era. I'm that old. I'm out that
From
line.
that era too.
Yeah, the whole time he was gone though, he's like, "Don't post me on social media. Don't post me. Don't post." We took a picture together when I went to go visit. Don't put this on social media. Like I got threatened. Why we taking the picture?
And then, and I could explain, bro, kind of understand where I'm coming from. Like, even though I'm chilling, I'm outside, I'm cooling, I'm home, whatever. At the end of the day, I don't really need to be on social media in general. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't live that life. Not like I'm out here doing nothing crazy, but I don't live that life where I need to be on camera all day. You know what I'm saying? In general, talking about whatever. That's not really for me. You know.
That's why it took you 4 years to get here.
I mean, I'm here, baby. Like, we ain't gotta keep bringing that up.
No, for real.
I appreciate y'all for being here.
But not to hijack what's going on here, but something I definitely want to speak on real quick, if you don't mind, respectfully. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know where this gonna go. Ahead.
No bullshit. You feel me? Because a lot of us, one of the things also transitioning, coming home, a lot of us are finding ourselves in relationships with women that have children already. You feel me? Like, and the stepfather role. You feel me? And not just the stepfather role, having to deal with bitch ass baby fathers. You feel me? And I definitely want to speak on that. You know what I'm saying? To my men out there, man, that is in that position, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that child is the primary focus. You feel me? And the happiness of that child. But it just throws me off, man, when you come in contact with these men that have always held out hope of getting back together with that woman and see you in the picture, and it's like start doing fuck shit. I'm telling you, like, for me as a man, bro, like I got 2 stepchildren that you've been around since you see how you feel me? They my kids. Love them straight up like that. Like I really like, because I was raised by someone who wasn't my biological mother, so it's almost like a pattern. I really see that it's possible. You feel me? But these dudes have done everything they can to get me locked up and do everything else. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm really beefing with you to help raise your child. It makes no sense. You feel me? So it's like, for the brothers that's out there that's going through the same thing, like I'm telling y'all, like solid shit, man. Like, man, just stay focused, man. And like at the end of the day, everything you doing is about that woman and that child, my nigga. Do not allow, you know what I'm saying, the sucker shit that these dudes do to, you know what I'm saying, really stand in the way of your happiness, bro. Like I know a lot of guys who say, man, I can't deal with it. The baby fathers, all that type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let that be the reason that if you know this woman and this situation was best for you, bro, it might take a little bit of compromise, a little bit of to make it work, man. Make it work, G. You feel me? Because my whole thing, I love this post I seen out there on social media, like, man, a baby father think he gonna run me off because he crazy. Well, surprise, bitch, we both crazy. I'm with all nut ass shit, and you know that. You feel me? But I'm just saying, like, that's definitely like something that I speak to my heart, and I really want to speak on real quick for those men that's in a situation. Because I found myself, man, one time in court, man, my social media posts actually being used in the courtroom. I'm BGF. I'm a gang member. I'm doing this. I'm doing everything else.
That's what the nigga told the people?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Legitimately. It really came to court. You feel me? And really, you know what I'm saying?
What made you now? That's a real shit. Like, now you got your relationship. You love her. You love the kids and all that. Some niggas ain't really willing to deal with that though. You know what I'm saying? What made you say?
I mean, to be honest with you, bro, like for me, man, the 2 things that really made me stay is that, you know what I'm saying, women don't play no. When you're dealing with a real woman, they let it be known, I am a package deal. Okay, if you in this for the long haul, it's gonna be me and my children. Straight like that. It ain't no in out, all that. Come over here to see me, but have no interaction with my children. Like I'm talking about the beginning. I'm talking about once you get to that point of being locked in type shit. So, excuse me, I truly felt like this woman was worth everything that comes with her. Good, bad, or indifferent. She was worth it to me. You feel me? Secondly, man, once I got a relationship with them children, bro, like, bro, you really love them homes. When you really start saying they come home from school, help them with their homework. Bro, this weekend, if I take my bike out and you're looking forward to taking that girl out on her bike, you know what I'm saying? It really becomes something different. So it's like anything else, man, it's like when I feel like it's worth it, the value in it was so worth it. Me personally, I felt like no matter what came my way, I'm willing to withstand that and overcome that because I know what I'm building, and to me, it's worth it. A lot of times, that's why I tell people all the time, it's like, damn, if he didn't do this, he didn't do that, it's because he doesn't see the value in it. Don't be fooled. One thing about it, we move, especially men, we move off a merit system. If we don't see this as being worthy or worth the time or like that, we're not going to do it. No matter what you try to do. If you think getting that BBL, you think sucking them off, you think certain things you do and keep them stay, no, he has to see the value in it. Same way about the whole cheating thing is like, you cannot make a man not cheat. You cannot. I mean, one time the celebrity said, you know, a blowjob away keeps the divorce papers away. She got divorced and cheated on.
I ain't heard that, but it makes sense.
No, but the thing about it, but it's not real. You can sit here all you want to, and you know what I'm saying, I done seen women, her stories about you even agreeing to have a threesome because that's what he wanted. See, the thing about this shit is that it's nothing that you can do to make a man not stray. A man within himself have to be content and say, hey, this is how, because me personally, bro, you know, growing up, come on, bro, like this stuff didn't just start here. Like I say, I tell people all the time, it's like you tell people who got new money, you can tell they got new money. Same way with guys who start getting women, it's like, is this new to you? We've been getting like this, not new.
Well, you can tell the niggas who've been broke.
Yeah, new money, or you can tell when they
be like, oh, big money,
they got
big
some
money.
female, you know what I'm saying?
But look at you right now. A woman couldn't walk by and bend over and got your thing, because bro, you've used to getting women respectfully. No slick stuff. You feel me? Respectfully. You feel me? Okay. But no. But the point I'm making is that I'm saying again about changing. You get with this man with this formula of saying, if I fuck him every night, if I cook every night, there's nothing that you can do that's going to affect, because he's going to do what he want to do. You have to find a man, again, that word value, to say, damn, the value in this is is it worth losing this?
Right.
You feel me? And only he can determine that. There's nothing you can do about that. But we always think that, damn, never leave a man, don't leave the house without me. You might not feel like fucking him that day. You might be tired. You know what I'm saying? You might, and the whole thing about it is they got to be organic. So a lot of times, man, people sit here and really try to come up with these formulas who don't work. You have to find a man in which, like for me, the biggest thing for me was being away from society for 12 years. 12 years, man, you came home, we're disciplined.
Most definitely.
Think about it. Them other guys, they still led by the, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We not led by that, bro. That
Even
that
now,
don't do
even today.
Come on, Holmes.
Yeah,
Come
even
on, Holmes.
today.
One thing about me, man, my thing exactly. So you gotta find a person within themselves
I
that
basically said,
respect.
find a nigga who can say no. That was just
That's it. But
skip a couple people.
I'm trying to tell you, no, for real. No, for real. And a lot of times, that's why I told my niece, she's younger. So my niece, man, most times I would encourage you to find an older dude. Why? Because a lot of times older guys who have already been there, done that. No, I'm not saying all. I'm just no, you're right. You're right. I'm not saying all.
Child, leave them
I
about
didn't-
44
oh
to
my
50s
God.
alone.
Listen, what I'm saying is that most people have already, you know what I'm saying, because I personally settled down because I wanted to settle down.
Right.
That was it.
That was for you.
I felt like out there, there was nothing else out
It ain't
there.
for him. You
You know
hear?
what I'm saying? Like, oh, John's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? But, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
No. We're not gonna do
Hey,
that.
hey, look, you
Bruh.
want a chance to respond to that? I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I don't
Okay,
know if
go
I
ahead,
really
go ahead.
want to respond to that.
Okay, well,
he said what he said. I ain't. He stand
Oh,
for it.
I
I
was
ain't
talking
really
about her
gotta
stay. I was talking about Phyllis saying you want a chance to respond.
I'm about to call her government. But she said what she said, and at the end of the day, I understand where bro coming from. That makes a lot of sense, and that's for him. You know,
I mean, yeah, for me.
everybody, that's where he at. You know, in his life, that's where he want. You know,
I got two questions though. One question, I know y'all gonna say it's a deep question, but what would you say that your love language is after going through your journey of incarceration? Come on.
hold on. I'm sorry.
I'm starting
real
with
quick.
you.
What is the language?
I just spoke. I want to drop to go ahead now.
Now, what's the language?
It's touch. I mean, touch, get acts of service, gifts,
Words of affirmation.
words of affirmation, and quality time.
I gotta have more than one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quality of time and acts of service. You know, because time, we know about time. You know, time is important. You can't get that back. So if you're going out your way to think about me, do things for me, holler at me.
Hey, you gotta turn that voice on.
Can you hear me?
Oh.
Yeah, just don't turn that other voice.
They can hear you.
I thought I had the same voice. You know what I'm saying? But
Ooh.
quality.
Talk to
like,
him
like
real
yeah,
quick.
if you go out your way to spend time with me, or do things for me without me asking, even if I ask, but if you go out your way,
Okay, acts of
appreciate that.
service.
yeah. But time too though.
Acts of
really-
service seem like it's a little bit more than
No,
time.
but no, it's more time. Like if you go out your way, you could be doing anything else in the world, but you choose to spend time with me. That's important to me.
That's heavy.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all heard them, ladies.
That's mine.
I like that.
Hey, I can't tag him in no social media, so I guess y'all better leave a comment.
I'm
on
gonna
some.
get another
Man,
one. I'm gonna get another one. I'm gonna get
Hey.
another one soon. It ain't for them though, but I'm gonna get
Listen.
another one soon. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be on
Hey.
business shit though.
You want me to put an ad up? He's a Scorpio.
No, for real.
Big score.
Hey, I got the eye. I'm be quiet, y'all. Oh, all right, bro.
No, I had to look up. So what acts of service? How you define that?
She said, "What you say? Quality?
So you have quality time, acts of service, gifts, touch, and words of affirmation.
So what have you defined as
Acts of service, someone doing something for you that you normally do for yourself.
Yeah, I'm okay. So like Drop said, if it was more than one, for me personally, it's definitely heavy on acts of service, and heavy on words of affirmation. I'm real big on, like I was telling my man all the time, like I really believe in the manifestation of you can really speak shit into existence. I'm heavy on that.
What I be saying,
So when I come down to you and I'm telling you, like, listen, right now I'm on this goal of buying this trash truck, NGB Waste. Like what I want to do is be able to directly employ these brothers coming home. You feel me? So when I tell you about this and you tell me, babe, we getting that trash truck. When you tell me, I see the vision, baby, I'm telling you, they can't stop us. We're gonna do this. Words of affirmation is so heavy on mine because the thing is, like, it's almost like you breathing life into me. That's real heavy, bro.
Speak it to existence.
Exactly, bro. I'm saying, because we got to make sense. That's why I hate people say try. There's no such thing as trying. We doing it, we not. That's it. Big brother Nell, by the way. Nell, what's happening? Nell, shout out to you
what's
all
up,
too.
Nell?
Nell, what's up, home?
What's up, Nell?
The two things you taught me now, I give you credit for, is that no such thing as trying. You know what I'm saying? You also taught me that a bond easily broken is a bond that never existed. I thank you for that. So words of affirmation, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? And also acts of service. Because, man, like, people understand, like you just said, it's the smallest things. You know for a fact, I get my hair cut every Friday. That's my small. Hey.
By the same person?
Hey. Who?
By the same person?
Who's he?
Demo?
I don't even like him anymore. Nope. So, right
I'm
now,
sorry I even asked the question.
World class
Lord.
barbers, but for you on the way there to cash out me that $50 means everything in the world. Act of service. Right now, if you tell her, listen, man, you know, I got this going on right now, and she automatically goes, and you might say, baby, I want to get my CDL. I got to swing by the MVA later on today and get the book. Later on, you say, damn, I ain't have time to get there. She call you like, I got the book for you. But it's crazy.
Yeah, that's love.
That's crazy,
yeah, that's love.
for real.
That's going to get you a long way.
I'm trying to tell you. But they understand, like, men, again, not toxic masculinity, but true men, like, it be the smallest things that we require. We are so simple. The smallest things. Those two acts I just mentioned, as far as paying for that haircut, as far as whatever goal, whatever I mentioned to you, and it really is on your mind enough to help me to go take care of that. You feel me? I remember, boy, when you were studying the CDL, when I FaceTimed you that time, you had everything lined up, like, bro, I'm about to go get this. Like, and to sit there and see that and have that support in your corner, like, yeah, man, that's the biggest thing for me. So again, acts of service, like you just said, the smallest things, what I do for myself, you doing it for me. And it's not the fact that I can't do it, it's just you care enough to do it for me, man. That's huge. And the words of affirmation, because I'm sharing this with you. And for you just to simply state that I know you're gonna do this, I know you can do it, I know like that shit is heavy, bro. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now wait a minute. For a second.
Don't flip the question.
I am. For those, you know, because I don't know your relationship status either, or you feel the swag. I don't know your relationship.
Single, might mingle, single.
Okay.
Might
minding my business.
Facts. What is?
Hold on, what does that mean?
Hey,
I'm sorry, my bad.
I
don't know what that means.
Minding my business.
What's your love language?
What
we doing? 2? You picked 2. I did 2. Okay.
Yeah. Quality time.
That's heavy.
And because I'm still learning how to accept compliments, but I like words of affirmation.
Love it. Absolutely. Okay. Now the one that's minding their business.
Quality time and words of affirmation.
That's heavy. I noticed when I was speaking about words of affirmation, it sounded like it resonated with you. What is about words of affirmation that really?
So I'm very big on words. Words have power. Anybody who, especially when I had my own classroom, you would come into my room and words have power would be on my wall. I always surround myself with positive words, even down to the words that I tattooed on my body. I'm very intentional about all the things that I do or I say. So I'm very big on words. Write it down, make it plain. Like vision boards. I'm always writing stuff down. There's power in the life in the tongue. So I'm very big on words. Words of affirmation. That's me. Miss Affirmation.
And I told y'all that in our sisterhood circle, in our group chat, we talk every single day. And most of the, I would say more than inspiration, feel this post in our group chat. I'm the person who does the prayer.
Right.
And she does a lot of words of affirmation. Just that positive energy in the morning.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm not a morning person, so it be taking.
And I'm usually up before everyone.
Yeah.
So
what's the act of service that you genuinely like? If a guy that's interested in you and really wants you to separate him from the rest, what's an act of service that would get your attention? Hey, come on. Hey,
I'm trying to figure out why she's thinking about it. She know.
Flip, I want to know.
She know.
But
tell him out there.
What will be act of service?
It was to tell him out there.
that will get you attention.
Act of service.
That will get you attention. Because everybody say, you know, well, be different. Send me a cash app. Like,
no, I'm not that person. I ain't asking for no money.
What will be act of service that really make you say, "Damn, wait a minute, I might got to give him a call back, give him some attention."
It's the little things for me.
Yeah.
Like if I mention like this dude one time, he asked me like what was my favorite candies, and I told him all my favorite candies, and he bought me all my favorite candies. But it was unexpected.
That's
Like
dope,
I
though.
didn't know I was about to get that.
Right.
No,
So,
exactly. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, for him to remember it and move out like that's heavy.
Yeah, he on game. He's smart. But I'm listening.
Ask him so-
I'm
because
listening.
it.
Obviously there's something specific
That's
that
what I'm
these
saying.
I don't
people are
know what he's
looking
talking
for.
about. So,
I'm just saying because, like she just said, for example,
I-
for candy, so it was like
I
it's something
know.
that you might do day to day for yourself. But damn, if he did that,
You said
that'd be
day
dope
to
as
day.
shit.
My day to day is don't talk to me a lot. That's my thing. I don't know.
Somebody do that.
For me, the reason why I say that is because for a living, I talk to people all
Right.
day long, and there's so many different personalities. And so, for me, it would have to be somebody who understanding that I'm not always ready to
Understand
talk.
that. So right.
So the act of
So what-
service to me is just like just checking on me.
Okay.
And how does your day
That's
go? Do
heavy.
you
That's
need this?
exactly.
Do you need
Yeah,
like
yeah,
somebody who
yeah.
takes the initiative to ask instead of
Feed
me?
me.
I like
I
that.
like to eat.
Yeah. But see, right there, what you're saying is that even though it sounds minor, but like you say, because of you always talking and you did it, like you say, because sometimes even something simple like how men do, what you want for dinner. Sometimes you want him to have everything planned out. This is what we eating tonight. This is what we doing. So that's one less thing.
That's my test.
Yeah.
When I
You
ask,
feel me? So that right then you already know. I ain't gotta, cause she already thinking about. I got to come up with questions for my guests. I got okay, cool. This is one thing you don't have to think about. This is what we eating tonight. Have that shit already lined up. You feel me? That's
when
what,
I say if a man be like, "Oh, I want to see you plan a date," and they
Mhm.
can't plan a date, then you don't already extra yourself out.
Will I be wrong to say this? I like to be told what to do.
Who we?
So what to do?
Nah, I'm saying if it's for your own good. I'm just saying in general. Like you don't really
I
want to
like
think. You don't really
suggestions.
want to think too much about it. But
I like
you
I'm the
suggestions.
little baby
you
that
want the
don't
lead.
listen,
You want
but
somebody
I
to take the lead.
listen. I'm the
Yeah,
little
take
baby
the
that
lead,
don't
yes.
listen, but I listen. But yes, please, I'm tired of being a strong, independent black woman. I really am.
I understand. That's why.
You know what I'm saying? And as a teacher, I make 1,000 decisions a day. Like I just want sometimes I just want to come home. Like you said, babe, here's dinner. Like I already cooked dinner for you, or I already picked it. You know what, babe? You text me and tell you had a rough day. You know what? I went and got your favorite. I went and got you burrito tacos and a little margarita. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, if you can make a good drink for me after a hard day,
That's what I'm saying. That's the actual exactly.
man.
Yeah.
just this, it be
But
the
you gotta know
smallest
the way I
thing.
like my drink though.
Right.
Otherwise, I'm be like, man, I just go see my brother.
I'm gonna get you out the way.
A good drink,
we know.
man. A good drink after a long day.
They got to be. Like I say that's what I'm saying. Because a lot of times, like that's my biggest thing with people. Like love ain't the one size fit all. You have to take the time to learn each person individually. You know what I'm saying, because your ex don't bring me a football jersey for my birthday because your ex was a football. You know what I'm saying, and we don't do that. We don't take the time to really study and learn that person and love them according to who they are, and we don't. You know what I'm saying.
Effective listening and
Right.
consideration.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta sit here and listen to what you, as far as like your interests, your likes, your dislikes, all those things are different from anybody else I dealt with. So I gotta give you that proper time to learn you, to study you. You feel me? So that again, like love is not again one size fit all. It's supposed to be custom. It's tailored to each individual. You know what I'm saying? And we don't do that. Like that's why I say it's so messed up about society nowadays. People just lazy. Everything. People just lazy about how they go about everything. Their job, courting, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And nobody wants to nobody want to put the work in.
You said a big word there that a lot of people in society don't even acknowledge anymore. You said courting.
Real shit. When I wanted to marry my wife, her father is from North Carolina. I drove from North Carolina, from Maryland to North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Old school to ask her father, can I have, you know what I'm saying? I want to marry your daughter. You know what I'm saying? And it fucked him up because, like you said, nowadays it's like, damn, you really drove.
Yeah,
That's
these
your
men don't
father,
do
you
that
feel
these
me? So
days.
I want bro permission. I want him to feel safe that with me taking this task on, I'll be able to provide mentally, physically, you know what I'm saying, spiritually, all those things. You know what I'm saying? And like you just said, nobody does it anymore. Nowadays it's like again, but the part that makes me upset is that it isn't the fact is that people don't do it anymore, is that people are accepting it. It's been okay now. Nobody really like, it's like people have actually like started to bend on their principles and started having to settle. That's the word, settle for whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you know what it is that you deserve, then nigga, wait until you get what you deserve. If you gotta tell them up, then cool, then tell them. But at the same time, to settle and accept less than what you deserve or subpar treatment, you tripping for real. I'm not doing that. I'm not going for it. You know what I'm saying? And most times nowadays, people just for the sake to say they have someone, they just going along with the bullshit just to not be single, not be by themselves. But like I think I told you, sis, or it was E, one of the worst feelings in the world is to feel alone in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
I even been there.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
In a relationship, feel like everybody's like,
Mhm.
I remember a situation, man, you was talking about, and with the car situation.
Mhm.
And you know what I'm saying? No, not being too personal, but bro had a brand new car. Niggas that stole bro tires on some sucker shit.
Yeah, it took me off.
Oh, I'm talking about bro, and it's like bro told me like, damn, X, all these people I done looked out for, all these people I done did shit for, like, damn, I can't reach out to nobody, huh? And bro, like the type, you know it, sis. You need him for anything, bro. Pulling up, he's sending cash or whatever it is. And in that moment of not saying need, but you know what I'm saying? It was
Like, why?
nobody,
Like,
bro.
it's just like a why, like, dang.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
You know, but you know,
it is what it is.
life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like you definitely learn who your go-to people are when
Your
you
go-to people,
when you
exactly.
have when
Exactly.
you get put in difficult
Yeah.
situations.
Yeah.
It definitely shows a lot of people's character. So the last question that I want to bring up is this. On our show, we always talk about mental health.
Mhm.
That's one of the major topics that we touch every single week.
Mhm.
And so I would say, for mental health for you, what did you have to do coming home to make sure that your mental health was maintained? That might have been different than how you handled it behind the wall. I know it was a deep question. My bad. I'm giving y'all a second to think about it. Deep question. So sorry.
Yeah, mental health, absolutely.
I know we didn't even get to ask no sidebar question. It's too late now.
What's the too late? How much time we got? What
We was
doing?
late.
Yeah, y'all was late.
We still got
Y'all was on
still here,
CP
though.
time.
Yeah.
We gotta do wrap up. Listen, we have jobs to
I
go
was
to in
gonna
the
say I
morning.
got work in the morning. We
It's still-
start Cape
it's
testing
still
tomorrow.
early, though. It's only 7:45.
What part of we got work in the morning are you?
I'm gonna talk about
got
that
work
off
in the
camera.
You
I know what-
understand? Y'all don't think
I got
y'all
something
understand
for
what
that.
time she be waking up though either.
I got work in the morning.
What time do I think I might start the earliest here.
I doubt it.
I don't.
I'm definitely the latest. You know. But
Well,
you said
tomorrow's
mental
not one
health?
of my early start days, but
You said mental health.
Yeah.
talk to the lady.
So we push that. I don't
Yeah.
know if I don't think my brothers talk to the lady, but
Go to a therapist.
Nah, people told me to do that. Even my mother done told me to do that. Like, I need to go sit down and talk to somebody. At the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it real.
Damn, I
I just
thought we
need
was
some
gonna be
money.
full.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need to talk to nobody about nothing. Just put something in my pocket. I'll feel better.
No, you need to go talk to somebody.
No, I'm good. I talk to my mans. I talk to my good mans. I talk to my family.
he talks to
You know what I'm saying? I
somebody.
talk to sis. I
He-
talk to who I need to talk to and just express myself when I need to. Because I don't need to keep talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened. And then I just need to get some money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All
And
right.
that's why I'm
So
at.
you're
with it.
passionate about this.
Yeah, most definitely. I just need some money and I'm fine. I don't need to talk to nobody. My mental health will be okay.
Okay.
You can talk to bro.
Why are you making this face, bro?
Nah, bro, because like again, it's like, not to get off topic with us, man. It's like some people normally are good people, you know what I'm saying? But like with us, it's a constant reminder to always be good. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when certain things happen, I don't care how slight it might be, but it's like I instantly want to take offense to it. Like I'm constantly telling myself like it ain't like that. Like going back to what Drop said about the trauma and everything we've been through, like the slightest thing, man, has led to bloodshed. So it's like, you know what? It ain't nothing heavy. So when you look at me and it's like, damn, well, bro, I'm really processing it. It's really like, it's not heavy. And like, you got to constantly, like, a lot of times people don't understand, man, like you said, with that life, for me to get where I am out here, bro, like my last year incarcerated because I had 2 staff assaults. I had 2 assaults on COs. I got an extra year for one of those assaults. and I was not allowed to work anywhere but on the crazy unit or North Branch. Like I said, North Branch. Shouts out to Nell. You one of the few people who know what North Branch is. It's the only prison in Maryland that's ultra max. I did 6 years of ultra max out there of my 11 years. You know what I'm saying? So in doing so, I worked in the crazies here, which means that I had a mop bucket of water and bleach, and I had a scrub brush. And my job every day was to scrub shit off the walls
Mm.
every day. I did it for 9 months to get out of North Branch. You feel me? So it's like, a lot of times, man, people don't like. It's like we get so comfortable out here, and we don't really understand, man, that everybody isn't the same.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing heavy. Something just occurred that mentally I had to process. Like, you know what? But I digress. To get back to in regards to what you were saying, you know what I'm saying? And damn, I lost my thought. I'm sorry. So the question you had asked drop was, what's this?
What do you do for your mental health? So that may be different
Mhm.
than what you did while you were in.
Inside a lot of things. I don't know if you did the same thing. Working out was huge. Hit that yard. You feel me?
Yeah, I
You know
know.
what I'm saying? Yeah. For me out here, sis, man, it's like the one thing I love about it, like I say, starting early, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you got that time. It's about a 30, 40-minute commute to work. And within that 20, 30, 40-minute ride to work, that's where I'm able to, I'm able, I process the whole time. Whether it's me just like, you know what I'm saying? People don't know about it. With losing my father, it hurt me a lot. I cry a lot. Losing my father was one of the most tragic. Like, that's like my father got high my entire life and he had his faults. But one thing I give my father credit for is that he's always been there. So for me that morning going to work, seriously, it's like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a view. I don't know everybody's relationship with God. My relationship with God is I view God as like I talk to God like that's my homeboy. We real life lock in. God, listen, you told me if I go to work every day and do right, it's gonna go right. It ain't going that way. I need you to show me something like so within that, that's my safe space. That a long time and being able to verbally express whatever I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't feel comfortable talking to therapists and everything like that. But like you said, I will. That's one thing I'm heavy on is mental health in the Black community because it's like it's a stigma attached to it. So you tell somebody that I'm talking to a therapist, like, hey, what's wrong with you? Man, you ain't crazy, you all right. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that. It's like it's certain tools that we never was given to be able to cope and make it with life that we didn't have, them therapists have. And we need that. The only reason I don't smoke the therapist is because there's no statute of limitations on murders. So if I get to talk about certain shit, I feel like I ain't going back to prison. But you have to find that safe space, whether it's working out. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's like with me, I'm real heavy on, again, the verbal with God and also breathing techniques. I'm real heavy on that breathing shit. You feel me? As far as to really like calm myself down because I had very severe panic attacks. You feel me? So that's my biggest thing. And also, like you say, that third thing says having somebody to talk to, bro. You gotta have somebody in your life that you feel comfortable enough to share certain things with, man. I'm serious, man. Don't just go through this shit alone. Talk to somebody. I got so many men I was incarcerated with. I swear that called me at the drop of a dime. The night that I was going to propose to my wife, one of my good men called me crying, going through it. And I pulled that fucking car over and I got on my car and I gave that man an hour of my time that I was late to the restaurant. You feel me? Because I realized as Black men, we don't have that safe space. Because the very people that we was told to trust, once we share that shit with them later on, they use it against us.
Mhm.
The same people that told me you can trust me, it's safe here until they get mad. And then that same shit we share with them is used against us. So we got to find out those safe spaces. And for me, it's prayer, but I mean that real life one-on-one prayer. And also, like I said, that the breathing techniques, that's real heavy for me. You know what I'm saying? So, like anybody else, like I tell you, man, whatever it might be that keep you, you gotta have that. Drop, I call you all the time, bro. With anything that's going on, you gotta have also having somebody that you can talk to, man, who not gonna judge you or use it against you.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Um, so we always tell y'all go talk to the lady. But we also want y'all to do what is ever is best for you. Me personally, I didn't talk to a lady until I lost my brother and went through another traumatic event, and it helped a lot because, like you said, it gives you techniques
Mm.
to learn to be able to not cope, but be able to understand that you're never going to be that previous version before the trauma. So it teaches you how to be this new version of you with the trauma, and how to learn what your triggers are and how to respond to those triggers. And it's not an easy process at all. It's an ongoing thing that even once you're done with therapy, that you take those tools and continue to use them.
You never finish healing. So you never stop healing.
Healing is messy.
You just learn how to deal with it, and you learn how to heal, or you learn how to keep going. But healing is a journey, and we're constantly healing from things, whether it's in the present or the past.
Absolutely. If I may, and also I want to bring out, like, for me personally, man, you're only responsible for your triggers. Nobody else is. A lot of people want to sit here and say, well, they trigger me or that trigger me. You responsible for your triggers.
Yourself.
Come on, Drop.
Every time.
Come on, Drop.
Oh, he made me do this. She made me do.
Come on, Drop.
That ain't no real thing.
You know, I've been through this. No, you've been through that. So you're responsible for your triggers, and stop putting your triggers on somebody else, because, like, so you responsible for that. Nobody else is.
We're a lot alike. I know you fight yourself a lot.
Yes,
you're responsible for your triggers, and you responsible for your own happiness. Don't put that on nobody else.
You can't put that on nobody. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that we got to end our show now. But we always end our show with a little word. And for y'all, because of the time that we live in and the city area that we live in, what would y'all be y'all message to someone who, a younger version of you?
Damn, you got to go first, Drop. That's heavy.
My message to a younger version of me.
I mean, not saying you was a bad younger version.
No. I get it. I'll just say, you got a lot of life ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? Slow down. Think. Take your time. Cause you be in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Everything is right now. When you're younger, everything is right now. I never thought I'd be 38 years old. And I'm young. But to me, I'm an old head. But I'm really young now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would tell the youngest. Like, slow down, take it easy, make a plan, cut off the fake ones. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to them niggas on the street. Your mama raised you, your mama love you. That's the one. Listen to her. You know what I'm saying? And she'll save your life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I seen my mother yesterday. I'd just be happy. My mother came to visit me. At home now. Not in the gym. That's love to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she took that trip.
Yeah. She don't ever come see me. She only came to see me because my daughter was there. But you know what I'm saying? She came though. She came to visit me at my house, at my home. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't behind no glass. You know what I'm saying? We sit on the couch chilling. We watching YouTube.
Straight like that.
And that's love.
That's love, huh?
You know what I'm saying? I digress.
Man, that's love.
But just
shouts out to moms, by the way. Shouts out to moms for coming out there, man.
Cool, it's legit. But yeah.
Don't be saying it like that.
But nah, for real, just slow down. Cause all them niggas you with, they not who you think they are. They not really like that. Just make a plan for yourself and ride out. You know,
niggas are
because everybody want to be cool, but I mean, the cool niggas out here chilling. They got families. They got, you know what I'm saying? Not money or everything, but they got money. They doing what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? They living their life. You know what I'm saying? And niggas be trying to catch up to niggas like niggas not really that. You know
you be surprised how fast these young niggas fold for some food when they sitting in the room.
Listen.
That food for food.
The youngest right now, they got all the opportunities. They got all the options right now. You know what I'm saying? When they get older, it's just dwindle. You know what I'm saying? So just focus on what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Stay out the way. Stop trying to be tough. All the tough niggas in the grave. Yeah, that's it.
If I may, so if you've been messaging me, man, I got to. If you don't, real quick, okay? First and foremost, man, because I got to go home. Brittany Asante, baby, love you totally. You feel me? Everything. We got Big Jesse. I got to shout out Big Jesse. He came home, CDL, doing his thing. Brother Nell, love you, Holmes. Nell always be trying to. You drop Nell. He's in a whole other world.
Nell is my nigga. Nell
Okay,
a real
facts.
nigga, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to Nell.
Now, got
It's
you.
all
Cold
love,
Cheese,
nigga.
Jay.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
one who gave me my first job.
B
Ed,
triple C,
Daddy,
nigga. You know
young
what
nigga
I'm
Glock,
saying?
man. My man Head and Bobby Brown, they all Baltimore. Always supported and love, man. Thank you. And my man Trey, man, Propane. You know what I'm saying? I just wanna the two things I live and die by, man, is there's really three. My thing is, hey man, I love when honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan said, man, no job is honorable. It's the honor you bring to the job. I'ma tell you, not just me, my younger self, man. No matter what you doing, bro, take pride in it. I'm saying a lot of times we want to dismiss and discount things, man. Oh, I'm just a janitor, or I'm just this. It's not that, bro. Everything you do has your name attached to it. You want to do it to the best of your ability, bro. Don't take nothing out here lightly, bro. Because you never know whatever job you're doing, you never know who's gonna recognize that. And from that one minor act, be enough to propel you in rooms you never dreamed of, bro. Not real stuff, bro. Because like with us, man, it's like we always want to dismiss or discount whatever we doing. Oh, I'm just a trash man, or I just work here. I'm just a cashier. But do it to a level that you can take pride in it. Always take pride in everything you're doing, from the way you dress, the way you speak, everything, bro. That's one thing about us, man. You know, Farrakhan said, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much like you cannot civilize a people that can't be ashamed. We lost shame. We not ashamed of shit no more, bro. The way we dress, the way we talk, like there's no more shame out
That's
there,
real.
bro.
Just said
We,
that
we
word.
we need to bring shame back,
shame.
They
Real.
just talked about that at
bro. Real
church.
stuff.
Nah, that's
For
real shit.
You
That's
we need that,
bring
bro.
back shame.
know what I'm saying? So my thing is if we do everything honorable and start, you know what I'm saying, be ashamed of certain things, man, like I'm saying, that's gonna elevate us as a people, man, because we no longer are ashamed. We just going with whatever. You feel me? And that's my problem. So you know what I'm saying? I live and die by that. Everything I do, even this podcast, whether you know it or not, mentally, what I'm wearing, how I'm looking, how I'm speaking, everything. Because you want everything that you touch to be a representation of your best, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you got that, also live by it was that about being honorable. And it was one more thing, damn, I lost it. But I guess I'll leave with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, taking pride in everything. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
Yeah.
you off, but I do want you to remind the people, tell new people,
Mm.
what does NGB stand for?
Oh, I'm so sorry. If you do not know, man, right now, the brand I live and die by, I'm Mr. NGB. NGB is never going back. And it's not even about like everybody trying to make it like forget prison. No, never going back is a mentality of I'm not returning to any lifestyle, any mentality, anything that was sent to destroy us that we overcame. It might be that toxic ex. It might be whatever it might be, whatever that you're never going back to. This is the brand. Like, and this is like I say, it's a way of life. This is our mindset. You feel me? So that's what NGB, like anytime you want to get in contact, like, you know what I'm saying? We have t-shirts, bracelets, all the type of stuff, man. But forget the merchandise, man. It's a mindset of us moving forward and not returning to that toxic way of living. That's it. Thank you thank you, sis. 'Cause I
No
forgot all
problem.
about that.
You know I'm gonna tag you
Yeah,
and
nah,
everything.
thank you for that. Yeah.
You want me to go? You got
I can go. All right, so I'm just gonna leave y'all with this quick affirmation. I accept my emotions without judging them. I think a lot of times we don't allow ourselves to feel whatever it is that we're feeling in the moment. That is something that I honestly had to learn as I've gone through my grief journey. Whenever I think about my mom or I feel anything that is gonna cause me to cry in reference to her, I allow myself to be in that moment. It's been moments this year I've been sitting at my desk at work, minding my business, thinking about my mom, and I'll literally start crying. And then I move forward in the moment, but I don't judge myself. I allow myself to feel how I feel. And so I really think that we just need to allow ourselves to feel exactly how we feel in the moment. Keep in control of your emotions, but still allow yourself to feel how you feel because you're human and we all have feelings and emotions. And always remember to live fearless.
Mm.
I
like that.
I would
D-Lo.
say
Mm.
feelings are not facts.
Mm.
So don't let 5 seconds change your freedom
Mm.
or your life. anything reacting or responding to something based off of your feelings in that quick moment can cause you to lose your freedom or your life. So just make sure y'all making better decisions, better choices. We thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for our guests. Thank you for my
Thank
brothers
you.
coming. It was such a great
I
conversation.
appreciate you having
bro,
me.
man.
It was a great conversation. Hopefully, I don't get cussed out after this episode.
Nah, that's all love.
For what?
I didn't know. You know, sometimes it was nothing was off topic.
Okay.
But it's still sometimes I never want to push anyone to talk about anything that may be, crossing.
No, man, this is
Nah,
organic.
honestly, I just appreciate you want to talk to me.
Yeah,
Cause
for real,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
But
I'm glad that you somebody you want to
no,
talk
for
to.
real though, sis,
For real.
But I definitely want to again, man, just I love it to have a platform, man, because like I say, man, to have men who are able to sit down and do this, man, because it's like with us, man, nobody really feels like anybody wants to hear us. It's like, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're going through, nigga, suck it up. You know what I'm saying? You a man. What you crying for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to have that safe space, and you provide this platform to sit down for a second and take a breather and be able to express and really go into those feelings and all that, man. Like, that's dope. Like, we really, I know for myself, I really appreciate that.
You're welcome, and we work on it consistently every day, and we talked about it before. Do not take someone's vulnerability for
Absolutely.
take it for granted. Don't weaponize it. We talked about that before.
Yeah, so y'all know I made my whole video talking to the ladies, telling y'all not to do that to these men.
I do. The last thing I'm gonna say is, in this post, whether you hear it on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, tag a single mother. I am going to have something special for Mother's Day for one single mother. So tag a single mother. The person who gets tagged the most will win, and I will announce that winner the Friday before Mother's Day to make sure that they get their gift.
That's dope.
But thank y'all for tuning in, and we will see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you.